Welcome into another MLB The Show 25 video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about some of the problems that I've been noticing on MLB The Show 25 thus far. This is going to be a discussion video. I'm just going to be talking and showing you guys certain things that is really starting to bother me and things that, you know, it's fixable for sure. Whether or not they are going to do it soon, I don't know, but these are just problems that I have with the game thus far. And by all means, I love MLB The Show 25. I think it's a big improvement from last year's game already as it is. It does have its flaws gameplay wise, which I'll discuss probably in a future video, but right now I just want to go over some cards, go over like just it's things that just don't make sense. I'm gonna try to not edit this video and just be raw with you guys, just talk. And yeah, man, let's get into it, bro, because there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about for sure. So if you guys do end up enjoying this video, man, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And if you guys are not yet subscribed to this channel, what are you guys doing, bro? Go subscribe, hit that notification bell to be notified on my upcoming videos, and let me know down below in the comments section your thoughts, not only about this video, but your thoughts on what I had to say. Is there anything that I missed out that bothers you guys? Let me know. We'll talk about it, man. So first things first, the cards. When I go to BR, this is what bothers me. Oh wait, scratch that out. Scratch that out. Hold up, let me just open up this pack real quick. Nothing. All right. So what bothers me is the following. So the BR rewards right now is Jonah Heim and Andre Dawson. All right, these are BR rewards. You're supposed to go 10-0 in BR. If you guys don't know how BR works, I don't know what to tell you, bro. But BR, you go 10-0. It's pretty achievable this year, but I could see how people can not go 10-0 because a lot of people just get bailed out in this mode, and it's really bad. But nonetheless, the rewards that you get for winning 10 straight 3-inning games, it just doesn't make any sense. Now, Andre Dawson, let's go check him out. This is a 90 overall Andre Dawson card right here. He's going for a pretty good amount, honestly, in the market. But if you look at his stats, his vision's at 72, his power is pretty mid, his fielding is all right, but he only plays center field. There's way better center fielders than this. You know, his contact is all right. Like his clutch is 83. He's a decent card, but not really. Like, I think I can mention at least 5 on the top of my head right now that are way better, that are not live series players, that they've dropped, that don't require going 10-0. You know what I mean? Then we got Jonah Heim. Where is he? He's going for a pretty good amount of stubs, but if you look at his stats, again, 74 contact versus right, 61 power versus left. The good thing is his clutch is high, his contact versus lefties is high, his fielding is high, his arm is pretty high, and he's a switch hitter. That's the best thing about him. But my opinion, I think Veritag might just be better, and he's a switch hitter as well. I still think that Ted Simmons is a lot better. I know he's a higher overall, but if you can get Ted Simmons off of collections without going 10-0, I would suggest you should use Ted Simmons. But I don't know. It's just these cards don't do it for me. Then we're going to go with just what I think is one of the worst World Series rewards ever. Okay, ever. Like it has to be up there with one of the worst ones. At least top 5 of the worst ones since I've been playing MLB The Show. And if you get it up to 800 as your rating, you hit World Series obviously this year, and you get Chipper Jones and Martin DeHigio. Now, Martin is fine. He's not anything out of this world, but he's doable. Okay. Look at his stats right here. 77 hits per 9, 99 velo. He does not have outlier, so he's gonna throw 99, and that's about it. His Ks per 9 is at 80. His clutch is 81. It's literally a mid card. The best thing about him is that he gets to play any position you want to place him, but his hitting stats are not even that good. So you check out Chipper Jones here. He's going for a decent amount of stubs, and yeah, he only hits lefties. Literally only hits lefties. All right, 72 contact versus right, 70 power versus right, 87 vision, and his clutch is at 66. This is what people get as a reward for hitting World Series. I understand Like for me, it's pretty easy to hit World Series. I could hit it the first day if I want to. But there's certain people that struggle to hit World Series, and it's like this is what you get. It just makes no sense. Like I don't understand the logic of that. You know, like this Ralphie Devers, I believe came as a headliner or something, and look at his stats. Like they're 20 times better. Look at Bob Gibson's stats. I can get Bob Gibson in a multiplayer program just by playing the game without even having to go hit World Series, without having to go 10-0. None of that. I can get this Bob Gibson card that's 20 times better. It just doesn't make sense. Brian Reynolds, way better than Andre Dawson. Plays the same position and he can even play left. Switch hitter. Just doesn't make sense. But that's a headliner pack. Randy Johnson. Come on, it's Randy. You know, I would even say this Chase Utley is better than Andre Dawson. I would even say it's better than Chipper Jones. I know they play different positions, but it's a way better card. I can keep going. Carlos Correa. I think he's better than Chipper. You want me to keep going? I can keep going. You know, it's just, look, Ozzy Albies. I think he's better than Chipper too. Actually, probably not. But you get what I'm saying though. Like, look, Jorge Polanco. You get him for the Easter program here, the Egg Hunt. Way better card than Chipper, and he could play third and he could play second. So why is it that Polanco's an 89 overall, and we got Chipper at a 90 overall, but yet Polanco's better? Makes no sense. None whatsoever. So these are just things that really, really bother me. Another thing that's really bothering me is how much times this lags. You know, sometimes I'm trying to make an adjustment to my squad and it freezes. It just stays right here on this screen. Right now it worked, but sometimes it you know, it gets out. When I was doing the Negro Leagues, the storylines, same thing. I finished that, and then when I go to the main menu, it will kick me out. You know, the servers, it's always gonna be an issue. I get it. It's always gonna have its flaws when they drop new content. It's always going to be a problem, and they usually fix it. But this time around, it took them a while to fix it, and that's not even including Weekend Classic. I did not make a video for Weekend Classic because I think Weekend Classic was a terrible time. It was terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Not because of the competitiveness. I love competing. I love going against top players in the world. Now, I think I'm gonna just make a video discussing Weekend Classic and how to fix that separately, because there's just a lot of info, a lot of things that I want to get to when it comes to Weekend Classic. I'll drop it probably when we get closer to the second Weekend Classic. That way it's, you know, it's something that I could just put out there. But for the most part, these cards are just not doing it for me right now. They are doing a good job in giving us free packs. I'm not going to complain about that. Like this Spring Community Challenge packs and all that. They're implementing some of the deluxe Premier Ultra packs. Like I do like that a lot, you know. I just think that a lot of the cards, and I get it, like, you know, there's a power creep, and, you know, they're not going to drop enough cards right now that are, you know, better than collection cards or just really good cards in general. So I do get it. I just think that, you know, they got to improve the logic of the cards, if that makes any sense. Like the second inning XP path boss, it's just not like this Ken Griffey, for example. If you're going to give me this Ken Griffey, don't give it to me at all. You know, I just think that Ken Griffey should be a way better card. Granted, it's probably the best one out of the three, so I'm probably being a little too hard on it. But Josh Gibson, like this card is just not going to cut it for me. You know, you can't give us, like, I want to be able to struggle. I remember when they first dropped these choice packs, it was hard for me to choose between the three. You know what I mean? Now it's like there's a clear winner of who you should pick. Last time it was Mark McGwire, Agent Beltre. You know, like, I'm not going to get those two guys at all. Like, never. You know what I mean? I'm just never going to get them. So why put them there? You know, there's clearly a favorite in the choice pack, but I should be able to have three equal cards where it can go either way. You know, it just makes things more interesting. Now, And it also makes the 2 other cards useless. So it's like, why would I even have them? I'm not gonna play them, you know. But that's just my little rant for today. I don't want this video to go too long, but I am gonna do a little bit more discussion videos like this, just because gameplay is fine for the most part. It has its flaws. I'm gonna make another separate video talking about gameplay and its issues. But at least when it comes to cards and content, I'm satisfied with the content. Like they're dropping a lot of content and I like it. And they're dropping good cards. Okay. It could be better, but they're dropping content and that's all I care about. You know, I'm never gonna knock them for that, at least in this year's game. Now, when it comes to the second inning program and the first inning program even. So that's about it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.